Hey guys, welcome to Troy Time. Hey, I wanted to jump on here real quick and just talk about this Komes solar panel that I just recommended recently. I wanted to give you my gist and my thoughts and let you know what I think. The short story is I really like it. Let me tell you some of the details about this thing, and let's get into it right here. Okay, so this thing was such a good deal. It was just $17, I think $17.50. Such a great deal for a 21 watt solar panel. I really, really like it, okay? Let's talk about it. So when I first took it out of the box and opened it up, I was impressed. It actually kind of springs open. A lot of times these folding panels, they're kind of warbly and they always want to bend. This one actually wants to open up, and it has a really nice kickstand. And the general structure of it is just kind of harder and just very sturdy. I really like it. I like how it stands up nice and easy and just points right at the sun. So I was really pleased by that. So let's talk about what we're doing here. So we've got a couple different types of batteries. This is an older battery. It is the USB B type, okay? So it's sort of a little bit of an older battery. And this is generally what you should do is you should put it in the shade behind the panel. There's a nice look at the kickstand too that makes this panel really nice. And so we'll take some values off of this battery. This battery here, when we plugged it in, and I apologize, it's really hard to read this in frame because of the way that the camera does. My sensor doesn't do that, my meter doesn't. It's just when it's on film, it flashes like that. But if you can tell there, it's 5.19 volts at 1.58 amps, okay? So that's about 8 watts. So even this older battery is charging at 8 watts. So that's great. That's gonna take about maybe 5 or so hours in the sun to fill that battery. So it's a really, really good deal. So that's working great in that slot, even with the older style battery. Okay, so now if we move on to the USB-C battery, which is the newer type, let's see what we get for that, okay? In full midday sun, we did really good with this thing. Check this out, guys. So this is it's a 2.49 amps at 4.98 volts. So you multiply those together, that's 12.5 watts. So that USB battery is charging at 12.5 watts. Okay, now to do that, you're gonna need full sun, like midday type sun between 10 and 2. And then most of your USB-C batteries are gonna charge like 12.5 watts, which is really good. That's a fast charge, guys. That's just 3 hours in the sun, okay? Here it is a still picture. It's like 2.49 and 4.98. If you do afternoon sun, what it'll do is it'll try and ramp up to its full voltage or its full wattage, and it won't quite make it, so it'll reset back down to about 6 watts. So a USB battery is going to charge anywhere from 6 watts to 12.5 watts, depending upon the sunlight, also depending upon how much charge is in the battery. But yeah, so that's a really good deal. This panel can really do a lot, okay? But let's talk about how we can best utilize this thing, okay? So what you can do, because it's 3 panels, all right, you can actually charge your phone in real time, not going through a battery. I wouldn't do that if you only had a 14 watt or a 7 watt battery. If you only have a 7 watt panel with just 1 panel, or a 14 watt panel with 2 panels, I wouldn't charge your phone directly because it's going to cut in and out if clouds go by. Okay, but this one has 2 ports, okay? So the fact that it can charge 2 different things is awesome. Again, I wouldn't do that with a 14 watt panel or a 7 watt panel, but the 21 watt panel can do it, and it works out really well. So your best usage case for this is to get a battery and put it in the back slot and let it charge early in the morning, right? You get up early in the morning, you start your battery charging, okay, he's cool, and then charge in the front, let's charge your phone up, right? So now your phone can be charging while your battery's charging in the back. And I put my phone on here and it charges at about 9 watts. I wish I would have captured the video, but I didn't. But it charges at about 9 watts. And that's regardless whether it was in the evening or in the midday sun. So my phone charges at 9 watts, which is great. So in about an hour or an hour and a half in the morning, your phone is charged. So then you pull your phone off of there and now you can charge all your other gadgets while that battery's charging in the back, okay? So now you can charge up things like your headlamps, right? Things like rechargeable flashlights, right? Bluetooth speakers and Bluetooth headphones. Get all your gadgets charged up throughout the day. And then as you get closer to the evening, like the last couple hours, you've probably been using your phone all day, so it's probably dead. So you throw your phone back on there for the last hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in the evening, let's say 4 to 6 p.m., and then your phone is fully charged. And then you take everything inside. And then what you have is a fully charged phone, all your gadgets are fully charged, and you have a full USB battery going into the evening. So you can use that however you want, recharging other devices, maybe on like a USB heating pad, maybe on a fan, all kinds of different stuff, but you got that USB battery completely full and all your gadgets are full. So this panel really just does a great job. 21 watts is a great size to have, okay? This one in particular, I talk on my site about how to tell what size a panel is. There's a lot of false advertising if you go to eBay and Amazon. I'll leave a link to that video down below. there's a way to tell that you're actually getting a real panel of what at the size that they advertise. So check that video to make sure you don't get scammed. Unfortunately, this panel is out of stock, but I hope that you're one of the 500 people that watched that video that took advantage of that deal to get this awesome panel, okay? It might come back into stock. If it does, I'll post. I'm always watching Amazon for good deals. Keep following my channel. I'll post more deals as they come. You got to get yourself some solar, man. Especially with all the chaos coming, solar is going to be super important to have. This was a great item. There'll be more in the future. I'm glad I could be here to help. There's going to be more in the future. Subscribe, like this video. We'll talk to you soon, guys. As always, it's great to have you here. This is Troy Time. I'm out.